Okay guys, example number 3 for today. We've got 4x plus 6 is equal to 2x plus 10. Let's start off by going down those list of 3 questions. Are there unknowns on both sides? Yes. We've got 4x on this side and 2x on this side. That's an issue then. We need to deal with that. We need all of our unknowns to be on either the left side or the right side of the equation. Now, when we first looked at equations with unknowns on both sides, I showed you that you could either get rid of 4x from both sides of the equations, or you could subtract 2x from both sides of the equations, and it would still give you the same answer. I also told you that it was easier to get rid of the smallest amount of unknowns, because that will leave you with a positive amount of x in most cases. So, I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides of the equation, okay? And again, you do not need to write this line of working out if you don't want to. I'm just going to write it out though. So that's just me taking 2x from both sides of the equation, because that's the left side of the equation, subtract 2x. That's the right side of the equation, subtract 2x. I'm now just going to collect my like terms. So 4x take 2x is 2x with plus 6 left over. 2x plus 10 take 2x is just going to be 2x take 2x cancels each other out. So it's just going to be 10. When we get to this stage, guys, it's just like solving any of the equations we've looked at previously. So unknowns are on one side. Brilliant. Have we isolated our unknowns? No. We need to deal with this. Let's subtract 6 from both sides of our equation. We get 2x plus 6 take 6 is equal to 10 take 6. Again, guys, don't feel like you have to write this line of working, but you do need to write the next line underneath, which is just going to be 2x is equal to 4. We don't want to know what 2 lots of the unknown equal, though. We want to know what 1 lot of the unknown is equal to. So we're going to half both sides of the equation. And that's your answer. So guys, have a little look at that. Okay, remember the general process of those 3 questions. Have I got unknowns on both sides of the equation? If the answer is yes, we need to deal with that, like I did here by subtracting 2x from both sides, because I knew that it would get rid of this. Okay, I could have subtracted 4x from both sides because it would have got rid of that, but it then would have left me with a negative amount of x here. So I wanted to keep a positive amount of x to make it easier for myself. Once we've subtracted 2x from both sides of the equation, we end up with this. 2x plus 6 is equal to 10. We then need to isolate the 2x, isolate our unknown, subtract 6 from both sides of the equation. We end up with 2x is equal to 4. But we always want to know what 1x is equal to. That's what it means to solve an equation, to find the value of 1x. So we half it. Have a go, guys, at this example for me. Pause the video now, please. Okay, guys, you should have paused this video now. So here is the solution. You'll recognise, again, I've just missed out those steps where I have to collect the like terms. So instead of writing 3x plus 5 take x is equal to x plus 11 take x, I've gone straight down to 2x plus 5 and 11, because 3x plus 5 take x is 2x plus 5. X plus 11 take x is 11. They cancel out, okay? And then we just solve it as a normal equation. Alright, guys, the last question I want you to have a go at is this one, okay? So pause your video, okay, and have a go at this for me as quickly as you can. Okay, guys, so I've cleared the board and I've got the example on this little board that I've asked you to work through. Okay, hopefully you've had a go at it now. Question 1, do I have unknowns on both sides of the equation? Yes, let's deal with it. I could either subtract 4x from both sides of the equation, or I could subtract 3x from both sides of the equation. I'm going to take 3x away. because that will leave me with a positive amount of x. So we get 3x plus 7 take 3x is equal to 2 plus 4x take 3x. Again, you do not need to write this line of working. I like seeing it because it shows me what's happening, but I'm happy for you to do this step here in your mind. 3x take 3x is nothing, so that just leaves us with 7. 2 plus 4x take 3x leaves us with 2 plus 1x. So we've got unknowns on just one side of the equation now, or an unknown on one side of the equation, which is going to make this a nice one to answer. But it's not isolated. We need to deal with this. It's a positive 2, so to get rid of a positive 2, you subtract 2. 7 take 2 is equal to 2 plus x take 2. 5 is equal to 2 plus x take 2. They cancel, so our answer is 5 is equal to x. Guys, I need you to have a go at any of those questions you weren't sure about from the previous lessons, okay, on solving equations. Then what I want you to do is have a go at the 4 questions I've left for you to do on an exit card, and I want you to send me a photo of the answers to those 4 questions, okay?